I can't believe it's really you.
Kenneth, you do know I'm still dead, right? This is a dream.
Yeah. I know.
So, how are you and Ananya? You guys must have been married for about 6 years already. Time flies.
6 years.
I knew you'd be perfect for each other. So tell me, does she take good care of you? Don't worry, it'll be between us.
We look out for each other.
Nikki must be such a big boy by now. Nathan and Nina too.
Has it been that long since you left us?
I'll always remember the moment when you and Ananya told me you decided to get married. I was in the hospital, remember? I was feeling so weak, but I felt so happy.
Be about that.
Yeah? What is it, Ken?
I...
You had a dream about her? I had a dream about her too a few months ago. What was your dream about?
We lied to her about being engaged.
It was a little white lie. I mean, you saw how much it meant to her, how relieved she was. The important thing is that we are getting there eventually, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We're finally making good on our promise today. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Nina's right. We should just get on with this.
Maxine, dear, let's go.
Hey, let's go to Maxine and ride, guys.
Sure. Good luck with the conference call. We really want that PQSD acquisition.
I got it.
No pressure.
Remember to wear your seatbelt, yeah? Go, go, go.
So sorry. Was I disturbing you?
No, of course not. I'm so happy to see that you are enjoying your birthday present.
My papa lah, he used to scold me because I was playing the music too loud in the house.
Don't worry. In this house, you can play as loudly as you want.
Oh,
Well, as long as the neighbors don't call the police.
then no choice. We have to invite everybody to come and disco with us. Huh?
They're so cute, right?
Ibu's mood has definitely improved with Helmi around, but how long more should we let this go on for?
Oh, they're so cute. I can't take it.
The record player was my idea.
You're very thoughtful.
This is the workplace, people.
Abang, check this out.
No time to chit-chat. Prof. Sito's visiting today. Dr. Ramesh will be giving him a tour, and your boy here is going to make sure he is right there to network the heck out of that tour.
You're going to join him to schmooze?
Yeah, why not? I mean, everyone deserves a chance to redeem themselves.
Redeem themselves?
Oh, you didn't hear? Zaryf's paper wasn't picked up for discussion by the panel at that conference we attended.
It's not a big deal, really.
Right. Not a big deal. That's why you pulled 2 consecutive all-nighters just to make sure it was submitted before the conference, right?
You never told me about this.
I said it's not a big deal.
When we were growing up, that was when music was the best. The Quest, the Thunderbirds.
You know, I ever met A. Ramli before?
A. Ramli and the Rhythm Boys? Oh, That's another one of my favorites.
He was queuing in front of me at Magnolia Snack Bar. Should have asked for his autograph.
And what kind of opiang music did he used to play?
What obiang? It's classic rock and roll music, okay?
And since when did you listen to rock and roll?
Believe it or not, your ibu was quite cool, okay?
Did you ever go for tea dance?
All the time.
Oh, me too. Oh, tea dance. That's where we used to go. Listen to music, then go dancing. Huh?
What, like clubbing?
But it's without alcohol, just soft drinks. Oh, those were the days, huh?
Too bad, after a while, they were banned. But you know, I love dancing so much, I even took part in some disco dancing competitions. You don't believe me? You wait here.
Oh.
So my thinking is, if things move quickly, James can finalize his divorce in 4 or 5 months.
And?
And that will be just enough time for us to coax James and Ananya back together again.
No. I let you talk me into that monkey business once before. I'm not going to do it again.
You agreed with me that they should be together.
Ananya's engaged to Kenneth Bala, correct?
Come on. You've seen how awkward they are together.
She's not available. Find James some other woman to marry.
After all these years, he still loves her, Derek. Can't you tell? We'll just be setting him up for failure otherwise.
You can do whatever you like. I personally would like a nap.
Okay, see? That's me in my bare bottoms.
Ibu, I can't believe you were into disco dancing.
Why not? In the 70s, disco was the in thing.
You know, I used to compete.
Seriously?
Me too.
You think I'm too big size to dance, is it?
No, of course not.
Well, I may not look like it, but I'm very flexible. In fact, I can do the split. Okay, I'll show you.
No. It's okay, Helmi. It's okay.
I remember the last time I did that move was Disco Mania 77.
Disco Mania 77? At the Marco Polo Hotel?
Yes.
I was there too.
Hey, look. That's me at the back of the shiny shirt.
That was you! With the red tie, I remember.
Green shirt.
Yes.
You're looking for me?
I'm bringing forward my wedding. I need you to find me a good date.
I have it here as 19th March.
I want it ASAP.
You're kidding, right? Have you seen your calendar?
No, I haven't. That's why I pay you to do my scheduling.
Seriously, you're probably looking at next quarter. At the earliest.
I can't be that busy.
Oh. BU Heads Update, you got Regional Team Strategy Catch-up, Senior Leadership Team Huddle, Call with Board Audit Committee, and that's just for today.
Just move some things around.
I already did, and there's no wiggle room left. I had to do a major overhaul just to accommodate the last-minute KSUH party at the end of the month. Okay, and I can't even find a proper caterer. They're all booked for Chinese New Year. Unless you're telling me you want to get married at the KSUH party?
Maybe I don't have a choice.
It was a joke.
Pencil it in, will you?
I was kidding.
You're already planning one party. Might as well make it a double feature, huh?
I can't believe we competed against each other.
Okay, actually, I didn't even make it past the first round.
Second for me.
Guys?
The competition that year was so strong. I still remember the winner.
Ronnie Chong. And he danced to that song. Let's go steady.
Susie and the pancake. X, one of my favorite bands also. Oh.
Ibu, Cik, look. There's someone in the photo with some kind of old school video camera. You think there's still a recording of it somewhere?
Back then, only rich people would have VCR in their houses.
If they have the tape, maybe by now it's moldy already.
Yeah.
Why don't I try to see if I can track down the guy holding the camera? I mean, there's no harm trying, right?
You can't be serious. Getting married at the KSUH company party.
I see Sherman has been spreading gossip.
How is this a good idea?
Killing two birds with one stone?
You do realize this is the kind of behavior we've come to expect from the Shelleys. And last I checked, you're not a Shelley.
I'm doing our guests a favor. This way, they only have to waste their time attending one function rather than two.
That's awfully pragmatic of you.
The bottom line is, Kenneth and I want to get this wedding thing out of the way as soon as possible.
And romantic.
Plus, we get to save money. After Kenneth's little investing escapades, I'm sure you can understand that.
Sounds every bit like the fairy tale wedding little girls dream about.
I'm just an EA. I book flights, hotels, and meeting rooms. And now you're telling me I have to be a wedding planner?
If you want a good JP for the solemnization, I can recommend the guy that did my wedding. His jokes are actually funny and everyone was like...
How long did it take for you to plan your wedding?
Oh, it was so long time ago. But I guess after the proposal, we had to recce the venues, negotiate the banquet package, draw up the guest list, send out invitation. Oh, maybe about a year.
How the heck am I supposed to get that done in less than a month? Plus, she's the CEO. If I mess up her wedding, there goes my career. Maybe I should just hire a wedding planner. Idea, right?
Hey, you're in charge of the KSUH party come CEO wedding. I say, go for it.
Ananya did what?
I just heard about it from you.
This is getting out of hand.
But it still has nothing to do with us, Eunice.
It has everything to do with us, Derek.
You agreed to marry at the company party.
Yep. Kill two birds with one stone.
Don't you guys think that's kind of lame?
You know what's not lame? Saving money.
Are you sure this is what you want, Dad? I mean, when you guys first got engaged, you told me she was going to snap out of it.
It took us some time to get to this point. But the fact is, we realized that we are good for each other. We really are.
Well, if you're happy, I'm happy.
And this is Dr. Ashraf and Dr. Zaryf.
Great to meet you, Prof. I'm very...
Are you the one that presented the paper on hernia repair?
Yes, it wasn't great.
I don't know whether you're aware, but laparoscopic surgery is my main research interest.
Of course we are. I particularly enjoyed your recent analysis.
Why don't we get together for lunch this weekend? I like an expansion of your thoughts on minimally invasive surgeries vis-a-vis hernia repair.
Unfortunately, Dr. Zaryf is on call this weekend. How about this, Dr. Zaryf? Why don't you join us for a round of golf next Tuesday?
That's even better.
And maybe Dr. Ashraf will probably volunteer to cover you.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks, appreciate it.
I looked up the production company that produced Disco Mania 77 and checked the National Archives. Unfortunately, they don't have it on tape over there. But the guy I spoke to on the phone happens to be the nephew of the director of the show, and he was classmates with the cameraman's son in primary school. But then they lost touch more than 10 years ago. But I'm not going to give up. I managed to get the contact of the person in charge of the Alumni Association to see if they can get his contact. So fingers crossed.
Sarah is so much like you. So strong, so determined.
Of course, she's my daughter.
Yes.
You have to cancel this farce of a wedding.
My personal life is none of your business.
Admit it, Ananya, you are in denial. In your heart of hearts, surely you know that the one you belong with...
How many times do we have to go over this?
Look at me in the eye and tell me you're in love with Kenneth. You see, you can't even...
I won't. Because I don't owe you an explanation.
You and James are meant to be together. Why can't you just accept it?
Mom, That's enough. Ananya marrying Kenneth is fantastic for both of them. I, for one, am happy for Ananya.
Why, thank you, James.
You and Ananya.
As a matter of fact, hey, Sherman, get in here. Why can't you just admit it, Mom? You meddling like this, it's got nothing to do with our feelings. It's always been about the stupid company.
James!
Yes. Sherman, I understand you have your hands full, planning the wedding of the century here. Well, I'm appointing myself your assistant planner. Anything you need, I'm at your disposal.
Ibu, I'm so sorry. I guess it was a long shot for people to keep such tapes from the 70s anyway.
Thank you for trying anyway, Zara.
Oh, never mind. The most important thing is the memories up here. Huh? Huh?
Don't try and do a step, please. We believe you.
No. I'm just grooving. Grooving. Yes. That's right. You see, we don't need the videos, we just need the music.
But this is not Susie and the Pancake.
Exactly. Zara, you're so good at finding people. I'm sure you can help us, right?
You want me to locate Susie and the pancakes?
Not the band, the records. Yeah.
And the wedding cake.
I haven't started on that yet. It was only a few hours ago that Ananya wanted this.
Cover your ears.
Your mother is very upset.
Do I look like I care?
Listen, James, you don't have to do this, you know.
I don't have to do this. I want to do this. Pissing off my mother is great fun, and knowing her, she's going to plot all stops to sabotage your wedding. And Sherman over there might not be willing to stand up to her, but I am.
I appreciate that, but...
And I'm going to enjoy it too, by the way. It's not that. So don't you worry about a thing, because Sherman and I are going to make sure you get the fairy tale wedding you've always dreamed of. Isn't that right, Sherman?
I guess.
See? So your paper wasn't as bad as you thought. I'm so happy for you, Zaryf.
This could finally be my big break. Now I just need to brush up on my swing. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Will you help me?
Okay. But no smart remarks about my teaching style.
Okay.
Let's get started.
Sorry, I haven't pulled up the data on our latest campaign yet. I was just so caught up running errands for my Ibu and Helmi today.
Well, lucky for you, you have a very understanding boss.
You know, I can't believe records are so hard to find. Most people I spoke to online haven't even heard of Susie and the pancakes.
Zara. I think online is the wrong place to look if you want to find proper collectors, especially those from that generation.
Seriously?
I reached out to a few of my dad's friends who are total vinyl junkies. Apparently, there are regular meetups where hardcore collectors go to buy and sell records.
Louis, you're the best.
You can thank me once I get my hands on Miss Susie and the pancakes.
Latte, please.
Zara, I gotta go. See you later, bye. Hey. Heard about your career switch. Never knew you had such a passion for weddings.
Why is everybody making such a big deal about this? Ananya and Kenneth are my friends. I'm trying to help.
But it's Ananya.
What's your point?
Being okay with her getting married is one thing. But actually planning their wedding? Are you insane?
Maybe.
I shouldn't bother putting when I don't even know if I can swing or hit the ball properly. Why don't we go to the range or something?
Your short game is crucial if you want a good score, okay? Remember, drive for show, putt for dough.
You know what? It's okay if I suck. I'll just impress them with my charm instead.
Charm? as opposed to, being a good doctor.
This is what's going to give me a real competitive edge.
Wow, you sound exactly like my sister. Guess that's why you're marrying her.
What's wrong with wanting to make the best impression with people who can help your career? Come on, don't act as if you've never played a game.
I never needed to. My performance speaks for itself.
You know what? I'll get Amina to coach me instead.
Why didn't you ask her in the first place?
Hey, you should take a break. You've been at it for hours.
I can't. I'm in the zone. If I stop now, I will lose my train of thought.
Well, just don't stay up too late, all right? Sherman's gonna come back to us tomorrow with some proposals for our wedding. We need to get started on that process.
Don't worry, I just need to sort out some of these buggy codes.
Well, you still haven't told me. How's it been being married to Ananya?
It's exactly as you predicted, Dee. We get along perfectly and we've been happily married for the past 6 years.
I knew you were right for each other.
Hello? Hey.
Must have fallen asleep. Sorry, I have to get this. It's Young's lawyer.
Handsome, is Ella getting enough rest?
I don't think so.
Between trying to get Young out of prison, managing a handsome boss, and taking care of Don, she must be exhausted. Good news, I hope?
Not yet.
Ella, you should take a break.
But I need to sort out these invoices.
Don't argue with the boss.
Well, you heard the man.